intuitive, spiritual, connection to country? What do these things mean to you? And do you really think they're only that the Indigenous people who learned to live by them are the ones that have access to it? It's actually something all of us should be doing. And I thought I might take a moment to maybe lead you into thinking about how you might go about doing that. To start with, I'm going to show you where I'm sitting. I might just turn this around. So I'm sitting here in this little cross section of two streams that are connecting, which is part of the Kosciuszko National Park on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. It's a pretty beautiful little part of the world, and I'm visiting one of several farms for carbon projects of farmers that I'm representing. And I want to touch on a little bit the reason why I do this and how you might go about thinking about it. So the very first thing is obviously to not be looking at a screen, but as you are, that's why I kind of thought I'd take you out here into this kind of beautiful moment. And just pause for a moment and stop. And start to listen with all the parts of you. You might want to close your eyes. You might want to look at this little stream. Listen to the water babbling along. The birds in the background. Maybe hear the buzz of insects, if you can make them out in the sounds. But no matter what you do, at no point can you actually feel what I'm feeling here, because you're not sitting on the land experiencing it. But wherever you are, there is land beneath you, even if it's many floors beneath you. Even if there are the sounds of cars and sirens happening around you, the world is actually right there beneath you. And every part of it is connected to you. And really, it's much easier to do it out here in nature. It's almost like I'm cheating, because it's so beautiful. But you have to learn, you really do need to remember that you are not only a body, but you are a spirit connected to the very creation of everything that is around you. And you are creating the universe around you at every moment. So even if you're sitting in a dire situation and unimaginable things are happening to you, stretch out beyond the moment and feel the world around you. Because where you're sitting right now is still part of all of this. Wherever I am is still part of wherever you are. It's still one world. It's still connecting and being all around you. It's still flowing like a stream through you and around you. Now, why would I talk about this when ultimately I'm selling carbon? Because carbon is only a part of the story, and the only reason we use this little moment to talk and hold a story about carbon is because it's an element that we all are made of, and it can be measured fairly easily, comparatively easily, because it can be reduced to a single element, where water and other things are in a state of flux. So that is why we look at it, but it is no more isolated than you or I or the very spiritual existence that we are all a part of. And you can reach out and feel it. And if you want to participate with it and feel even more connected to it, the only reason I suggest that you do that is that this element carbon ties into the very matrix of the planet and the way it breathes. It creates cathedrals in the soil. And from those cathedrals, air and water pass and are able to move. Microbes are able to connect. Fungi stretches out through those mycorrhizal, those little filamental holes that the carbon provides, and allows it to breathe and move and communicate instantly across vast tracts of land like the internet. It's kind of an extraordinary, breathable existence that is occurring all around us. And we are destroying it with our thoughts. We are also destroying it with our inability to just stop and listen with all parts of ourselves. Not just the immediate, but things that are stretching out beyond us. So I am inviting you to connect with each other, but more importantly to connect with yourself and realize that you have a part in this whole story and you play a significant role no matter how small or large you feel you are. It's just a moment, but it's worth taking a moment.